Happy Friday, everybody. This is Clinton here with the IDP guys, coming at you with just a brief extended edition of the DFS Minute. You can go ahead and head on over to the idpguys.org website right now. I'd love for you to read my DFS Minute article for the week. That sets a Fanduel, Draftkings, and an Ownersbox lineup. Every week I write this article. Coming at you with a video today. Usually we do this in a 60-second quick DFS Minute video. But this week I just want to jump on real quick live during the lunch hour on a Friday and just go over these with you. I'm going to do it earlier in the week, mostly because, you know what, COVID, injuries, it's a weird week right now in the NFL. And I think that's going to continue. So let's jump right in. I'm going to share this here with you. This is the roster on FanDuel that I set this week. We're going to go with Tua at quarterback. I'd originally set this when none of the running backs were available to play, and Waddle was in there. But I still like him this week. 7,400 on FanDuel, and it looks like he's at 57 on DraftKings. That is a steal for him this week. I expect him to use his legs a little more this week as well as having a really good passing game. I can see 2 or 3 touchdowns for him. And then running back, Cordero Patterson. He's been pretty consistent. I notated in the article this week, I've been hesitant to play him. For whatever reason, I can't grasp him at that running back spot and consistently play him with the Falcons. But I expect another good week. Even if San Fran goes up quick on Atlanta, I could see Patterson still getting, 1 to 2 touchdowns, maybe even a receiving touchdown. There's nothing wrong with playing him. The next guy, Javonte Williams, beautiful matchup this week. If he's playing, you could probably play him or Melvin. I like Javonte a little more, 7,000 on FanDuel. And then it looks like he's at 6,100 on DraftKings. Now, obviously you're going to want to watch to see the practice report today, see if they even let him play. If he's playing, I have him in there this week. I'm expecting a pretty big week from him. Facing a pretty, porous defense, essentially. They're going to go with Lamb at wide receiver for Dallas. He has done really well lately. Him and Prescott have connected quite well. He's been targeted 23 times in the last 2 weeks, and he has 7 catches in each of those games. Against the Giants, they might go up fairly quick and not have to do a whole lot through the air. But I think to get there, Lamb's going to be the guy. I expect another 6 to 7 catches, probably 10 to 11 targets. He's a good play. A little on the spend, you said, but that's okay. In this next spot, I actually had Waddle in here this week. I was big on Waddle in there. I think there's a chance that he can still play. So that's something to monitor. If Waddle is healthy, off the list, I think he's vaccinated. So if he can get off the list potentially with some tests, I would look at playing Waddle there instead of Ayuk. Or even the next guy. But as of right now, I have Ayuk in there. He had 10 targets last week, even though Debo came back, got 6 of those, and he had a touchdown. I like Brandon Ayuk for the rest of the season. And then after that, we have Russell Gage. He's been pretty consistent the last 4 or 5 weeks. I think this game, Atlanta goes down early. They're going to be throwing the ball. Russell Gage in this spot, you could put Waddle in there, someone like Amon-Ra St. Brown, if you want to take the risk there. But I like Gage this week. I'd go ahead and play him. At the tight end spot, I was going to risk it this week. I had John Bates in there, against the Eagles defense. But now with both quarterbacks for the Washington football team out, I'm pivoting quite a bit here to Gator. I like Gator this week. Something to monitor if some reason Minshew plays. He seemed to like him a couple weeks ago, and they connected pretty well. But I think Washington's going to struggle this week to keep the ball in their hands. And I think Gator's a really nice play, no matter who's playing quarterback for them this week. And then we're going to go with Devontae Adams. There's enough room, enough budget here in the flex spot in this FanDuel roster that you can play Devontae Adams. Excuse me. And he obviously had a monster week last week, just destroyed, just dominated on the field. And I expect that again this week for him. In fact, the rest of the season, I think we know that Rodgers is going to be looking to him pretty consistently. And then I had the Houston Texans defense in here. I'm going to keep them in there. I think Jacksonville plays a little better this week, obviously, with Urban Meyer out of the way. They might be a little more inspired and play a little harder and might actually have a game plan towards James Robinson, which they should. But I'm going to keep the Texans in there. I think you can play either of those defenses this week. Nice cheap option. Flipping over to DraftKings, the roster is pretty much the same. That's what I try to do every week. I make a roster that I can put on both sites. I did, there's two different spots in here you can see. I took Bates out of that tight end spot, and I put in Brevin Jordan. He's been getting some touchdowns. Davis Mills looked his way last week. Kind of slowly on that Freiermuth rise. Like if they can get down in the red zone, he's a good play. I mean, they're going to try to throw him the ball. And then in the flex spot on DraftKings, you can't fit Devontae in there with the prices, but Van Jefferson at 5,600. Obviously, Odell's probably out this week. And Van Jefferson hit that deep ball last week. He's had a touchdown, I think, the week before as well. He's a really good play. Some other guys this week, you can go ahead and, again, go to idpguys.org and read my full article, the DFS Minute. But I like Jimmy Garoppolo potentially. He's a really nice low-value play this week. I have Deonta Foreman on there. I got burnt last week playing Hilliard. But, I think they're going to keep running to Foreman, it looks like. And then Devonta Smith, a wide receiver. And then another guy at tight end. If you are going to play Javonte Williams and you want to risk both, a guy I really like this week is Noah Fant. I think he's going to have a great week, going in there. If you don't want to play Jordan or another cheap tight end, I think Noah Fant's a good option. Let's jump over to Ownersbox. If you haven't tried Ownersbox before, just go ahead and give it a try. Usually they give you a free contest your first deposit, you'll get a match, things like that. If you do sign up, use the code IDP guys. We have a nice little deal with them. We'll go ahead and give that code IDP guys when you're signing up for Ownersbox. Lineup's kind of the same. Here's the deal with Ownersbox. You only play 2 wide receivers to get a super flex spot, and the rest are all flex spots as well. But I still have 2 in there. Javonte, I have Gibson in there. I might switch that out just without Washington on quarterbacks, even though Gibson's going to be heavily relied on. I don't like that. I don't like that a team can just focus on him. Go ahead and be flexible with that. Gage is still in there. Ayuk. I've left Bates in there just because of the price right now at 3,400. We'll see what happens with that. Van Jefferson, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I probably said that wrong. And then we also have T. Higgins in the super flex spot. He's been money lately. And I think he's going to have another big week this week for you. But yeah, that is the DFS Minute. Just a little bit longer extended version of the video this week. Those are my rosters. Go ahead again, go to idpguys.org and check out the article. I'd love for you to read it. Gives a little further explanation on some things. I do this every week with the article. But yeah, head on over to idpguys.org and check out all the other things we have going on over there. If you have some IDP leagues, we can definitely help you try to win those leagues with some rankings and, things like that. Have yourself a good week. Don't forget there's a couple Saturday games. Go ahead and jump in there and set a lineup on Saturday, whether it's individual games or the full lineup on there. Have yourself a great day.